As a caregiver, I learned to multitask. And I've gotten used to multitasking over the couple of years that I cared for George. So today I didn't get much stretching and balance work in today. So while I'm reading my book, I'm going to be doing a little bit of stretching. I hope you don't mind. Here we go. Alzheimer's Trippin with George. Diagnosis to Discovery in 10,000 Miles. By Susan Straley. Why go? When life isn't going right, go left. George and I had sometimes talked about what we would do if one of us was diagnosed with a severe mental illness or dementia. I'm out of here, I would assert. No sense in ruining two lives because one of us was sick. In fact, I told him before and after our wedding vows that it was just a formality and that I was not really promising him I would be there if he got sick. Let's fast forward now. 38 years. It was in 2014 when we were in the process of selling the business that it became very clear that something wasn't right. At staff meetings, George would say things way off topic. He would make sales calls to the same customer more than once. The staff in the shop came to ask me if George had Alzheimer's disease. I was scared. I wanted to run away, but I had to stay and get the business sold. Our financial future depended on it. Once the business was sold, we returned to Florida, and I had to convince George to get tested. He thought it was my cognitive ability that was declining. So we both got tested. And then again, because he passed the little test at the research center. After lots and lots of testing and scans and many months of doctor visits, we finally got a definitive written diagnosis in June of 2015. Normal pressure hydrocephalus, water on the brain, or a pooling of spinal fluid, and probably Alzheimer's. Oh my, I really wanted to run away. I didn't want to take care of George. I didn't want our fun life on the trail with friends to stop. I had heard stories of those with the disease getting mean. Oh my, how my heart would break if George was mean or afraid of me. Another big fear I faced was being left financially destitute. My mother had died of Alzheimer's disease in 2013 and spent the last of her funds in a nursing home before having to rely on government Medicaid. I knew firsthand how financially devastating this disease can be. If one spouse spends down the finances, what happens to the surviving spouse? How can they finance their retirement years if all the money is gone? I talked to George about divorce for strictly financial reasons. He cried and asked me to please wait until we had celebrated our 40th wedding anniversary. That was in August. This was March. I started to plan a trip for us. Our from 40 years of marriage. I thought it was a kind of last hurrah for George and for us. We would see family and friends, we would see some of the places we had wanted to see, and we would attend a recumbent tricycle gathering on a beautiful trail in northern Idaho. Now, part of me knew we couldn't afford to spend some of our precious nest egg on a long trip. Another part of me said our time together was short, and we needed to make the most of it. Would I regret going? Would I regret not going? I decided to go and try to keep expenses as low as possible while still enjoying ourselves. This book is the journal I kept on this trip. I kept it online as a way to keep our family and friends informed about how we were doing and where we were. I also kept it as a memory for us. I knew George's memory would fade, and my memory is always muddy. Having experienced loss of loved ones before in my life, I already knew that guilt was a part of loss and grief. So I kept this journal as a way to counteract the grief that was to come. The travel journal turned into something so much more. The journal became a way to document our effort and ability to still enjoy life and each other. Even as George lost more and more of who he was before. What I didn't foresee was it became a place of support for others caring for loved ones with progressive dementia, and an education for those surrounding us as we expose the reality of day-to-day life with dementia. Don't let the number of pages fool you. I promise you will glide through the days and experience as we did. Plus, there are lots of pictures.